So I experienced we're late because my husband wasn't following the directions. So essentially, it feels like he got us lost. How can that situation connect to enlightenment, connect to peace, connect to the loss of an individual identity and experience of unity? Well, unity is what we experience when we're simply in discovery, when there's no particular identity here trying to control anything, and we're just flowing with everything that's happening, appreciating it as the single one unfolding. So when I'm expecting that we're going to go a certain way and arrive at a certain time, there's an alternate reality that I've created in my head. And the whole sense that I'm a separate being happens because I've got this alternate track that I've created in my mind. Now, when that alternate track doesn't happen, I'm suddenly confronted with the fact that I've been living this separate expectation from what is actually unfolding. So, how do I move from this frustration and use it as an opportunity to remember that there's this single unfolding, that there isn't this separate Lisa identity who's trying to control things, and that this single flow is benevolent? Well, that's where inquiry comes in. So I look at what I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking we shouldn't be lost. We should be on time. We should have gone a different way. All those thoughts are what's creating that sense of a separate self. Now, if I inquire into those thoughts, I can get them to drop away. I don't actually make them drop away. The inquiry process is complete when they naturally drop away. So I begin simply by checking to see what is the impact in me of having these thoughts. And I notice I feel frustrated and tense and alienated from my husband, very separate. And then I notice without those thoughts, how would I feel? And without those thoughts, I'd simply be where we are, curious. How are we going to get out from here? What is there here to notice and enjoy? So I'm just beginning the unraveling process simply by actually registering the impact of my attachments. Simply registering them helps something inside of me notice that I am hurting myself. And the more we notice that we're hurting ourselves, the less we'll want to do it. Kind of like touching a hot stove. We simply don't do it anymore because it hurts. So I notice. Next, I ask myself, am I absolutely sure that what I'm thinking is true? And again, in this process, I'm just registering that this part of me who thinks I know what's best doesn't actually know. No, I really don't know if we were supposed to go the way we originally planned and we were supposed to arrive on a particular time. I don't know. And simply shifting from I know to I don't know does something in my body, in my heart, and in my head. It creates openness and curiosity. And that is the beginning of reconnecting with the reality that is flowing constantly, the truth of what is in the present moment. Now that I've registered, oh, I don't know. Now I go into discovery about what is happening. So that's where these turnarounds work so great. So the first turnaround is that we should be lost. We should be exactly right here. And of course, the I know mind immediately balks at that. But if I check and see what are the benefits of being here? And what occurs to me is that now my husband and I are a little lost and we're solving a problem together. It's become an adventure. And any time that we have an adventure together and we solve a problem together, there's a new closeness that we experience, a story we share together, a memory we build. There's a different type of connection that happens when we're not just on this plan. So I register. What the universe had for us was this little adventure of getting lost and refinding our way. Now, the lease identity may, next time again, attach to, I want to do it the fast, efficient way. But the more times that I register that the universe apparently likes these little detours, these little adventures, I will notice that these preferences I have towards efficiency are nothing but a way of control. And being engaged in the adventure is a way of dropping that lease identity and flowing with the universe, experiencing the connection, experiencing the benevolence, experiencing the open, natural flow of what life has to offer me. Because I am life. I am life sensing into each adventure. And as I notice that, it becomes so worth it that we were lost. It becomes a spiritual retreat. It becomes a whole book that I've digested in just this little bit of noticing that this flow, this discovery, this connection has its own wisdom. And the more that the lease identity opens to that wisdom, the more I experience ongoing unity and ongoing benevolence.